I'm curious about mixed signals. One time before a date, I asked a girl on a date. She replied that she's busy with stuff, but thought she could spend time with me. It took 1 to 2 days for her to reply. I said okay and had no idea what to do after. What puzzles is why she took that time to reply. When I first texted her, she immediately responded, "Nice to hear from you." She's a very busy person and the most popular person from my high school. The last time she saw me in person, she was very immediately yelled out my name in a very happy, high-pitched voice, gave a huge smile, and hugged me. It really is confusing for somebody to reply quickly and then not basically commit to a date. Okay, this is also happens a tremendous amount, probably more so than ever during this last year. People are stressed, they're avoidant, they're non-committal, but even outside of that, we've seen flaking rates, even with friendships, go through the roof over the last few years. You can't always infer what it means. Sometimes it genuinely is people that are too busy and they're like, I can delay and we can just wait, and I'm really busy and stressed and don't want to get out. More often than not, if somebody's making it really difficult for them to meet up with you, the answer is they're not that into you. Even if they were at the beginning, maybe the conversation took too long to move forward, or it didn't also get more personal or flirtatious at any point. So, I see what basically, when I see that happen, a lot of times is men take too long to even invite them out in the first place. So they don't do it on the first or second time they're having an exchange, the first day they're talking or the next. And then the person's excited and then they text for weeks on end and then it fizzles out because nobody feels a real connection over text. It has to at least go to phone or video or something. That happens a lot. Or the conversation was really stale and generic, or it wasn't very also flirtatious in any way. You guys weren't being playful, there wasn't much banter, you weren't complimenting her, you weren't making a sexual joke or something. And so they started off being interested, but the conversation kept positioning you as a friend, and that's kind of the way they saw it. So that's why it happens. Now, how to deal with it. Okay, so first things first, I'll always give somebody the benefit of the doubt. So if they didn't make plans the first time, and they're like, I'm kind of busy, let me feel it out, I'll trust that that's true. There's no reason not to, even if it isn't. From there, I think, you re-engage, have a few lighthearted messages, and then be direct again. Hey, listen, so I know you're busy. Let's find a time that works, though. I'm excited to hang out. I'm free X and X day next week. Does that work for you? At that point, they're getting the signal, this person really does want to meet up. And if I value this connection and I value them, I have to find a way to invest in them. And if they're interested, they're either going to say, yeah, that works, or that doesn't work, but here's another time that does. And if they don't, and they just say like, I don't know, I'm still busy, I can't tell you my plans, then it's probably, again, leaning a sign that they're not. At that point, I would just, if it happens 2 or 3 times where somebody cancels on plans, that also happens, or flakes on a date, or just doesn't give you an answer to your request, my answer is just to be really straight with them and say something like, hey, listen, I know you're super busy. I am too, but I'm really excited to hang with people who are excited to hang with me. If that's you, let me know sometime. And that's be it. Or be like, hey, listen, I got to be honest. I'm somebody who really values my time, and I don't love chasing somebody endlessly to make plans. So if you want to hang out, let's do it, and leave it there. Again, if there was the chance that that person really was interested, but they're like, I'm too stressed, I'm too tired, I'm too busy, and this person will just hang on, they're going to get the signal, I'm going to lose this connection, and I care about it, so I need to fight for it. I need to invest, and they will. If they're still not, move on, man. Don't chase people who are emotionally unavailable or not interested in you. That's the answer. And don't keep it ambiguous. I never keep it ambiguous. Guys will get a message and they'll be like, hey, do you want to hang out? And the girl's like, I don't know, I'm busy. I'll let you know in a few days. And then a few days go by and they just chit chat, and then they just let it go for a while. And they're like, I don't want to push her too much. No way. I am right again within a message or two being like, let's make plans. People know how they feel about someone, or how they know how they'd feel. If they actually care, they will meet up with you and give it a shot. So don't let it be ambiguous. Don't let people blow off plans. Follow up again and be like, hey, let's do this. Let's make a plan. If you're not free then, let's do it then. That also shows a lot of confidence and self-respect. I know a lot of guys are worried about being desperate. That's a whole different topic. It's all about your mindset. If I'm doing that for the reason of just seeing if somebody's interested or not, and I'm willing to lose that, then I'm being self-respecting. I'm just like, cool, I have limited time in my life and limited people. I'm going to respect that and either move forward and move on. If you're doing it because you feel like you need to, no matter what, get this person out and absolutely convince them to see you, and you're dying to, and you're pressuring them because you're like, please just give me a chance, then of course you're desperate. So I don't think it's the actions themselves. A lot of guys are afraid of like following up on ambiguity for seeming desperate. It's about the mindset of why you're doing that. But I never ever keep it ambiguous. And if it's happening more than 2 or 3 times, I'm just straight with someone.